Would the clerk please call the roll?
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Randy Lipstraw,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Mark Kopler,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Nicole DeFries.
Yes. Thank you. Ordinance number 22-13 has passed. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance number 23-13?
Ordinance 23-13, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the sidewalk construction and signage portion of the city's Safe Routes to School project and declaring an emergency.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance number 23-13? Seeing none, we
I'm
will...
sorry, another question, forgive me. I know this is a project that's scheduled for the fall, but is this something that's time sensitive?
Actually, as you'll look at your schedule, this one is for bid opening, anticipating early July of this year. This is another one of those projects we've been working on for quite some time. I think council's pretty well informed. If you see it fit, we would really appreciate it to move forward on this one as well. Thank you for your...
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings on the ordinance.
I have a motion to waive the 3 required readings on 23-13. Do I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam President.
Thank you, Mrs. Mel. Any discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mark Kopler,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Nicole DeFries,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Randy Lipstraw.
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on ordinance number 23-13? Mr. Snyder.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion that we retain the emergency clause on the ordinance.
I have a motion to retain the emergency clause in ordinance number 23-13. Do I have a second, Mr. Looster?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Randy Lipstraw,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Nicole DeFries,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Mark Kopler.
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on ordinance number 23-13? Mr. Lipstraw.
Make a motion we adopt ordinance number 23-13.
I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 23-13. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. DeFreitas. Any discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Mark Kopler,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Randy Lipstraw,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Nicole DeFries.
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance number 23-13 is passed. As we move on here, we're going to do ordinance number 24 and ordinance number 25. Do they need to be passed this evening?
Thank you.
Well, on that.
Okay. Yeah.
So 24 doesn't, and the 25 does.
Yeah.
Okay. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance number 24-13?
Ordinance 24-13, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for a project to modernize and make more efficient the Jet Express Terminal facility operated by the Put Bay Boat Line Company, all in accordance with the LPA Federal Local LET project agreement between the Ohio Department of Transportation and the city and declaring an emergency.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance number 24-13? Seeing none, we will move that to the second reading of the June 25th meeting. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance number 25-13?
Ordinance 25-13, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the reconstruction and improvement of Fulton Street from 4th Street to the east-west alley between 5th and 6th Street and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance number 25-13? Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings on the ordinance.
I have a motion that we waive the 3 required readings on ordinance number 25-13. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Lipstraw. Any discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Randy Lipstraw,
Yes.
Nicole DeFries,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Mark Hopler.
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on ordinance number 25-13? Mr. Listrom.
Make a motion, we retain the emergency clause on ordinance number 25-13.
I have a motion to retain the emergency clause in ordinance number 25-13. Do I have a second? I'll second that, Madam President. Thank you, Mrs. Snell. Any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Randy Lipstra,
Yes.
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Mark Hopler,
Yes.
Nicole DeFreeze.
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on ordinance 25-13? Mrs. Snell.
I vote that we adopt 25-13.
I have a motion that we adopt number 25-13. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Coppler. Any discussion? Mr. Coppler?
Just real briefly, as the mayor said, most of these projects have been under consideration for quite some time, so we do need to move forward on this.
Any further discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy Mel,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Mark Hopler,
Yes.
Nicole DeFreeze,
Yes.
Randy Lipstra.
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance number 25-13 has passed. Okay.
I just wanted to just thank council, because I know, we definitely have a very aggressive schedule with the infrastructure projects we have, and none of this would be possible without the cooperation from all the council, being involved in the committee meetings, and working very hard to make the city move forward. So I just want to say, I really appreciate passing everything so that we can move forward together, so thank you.
This is from the floor, Mr. Coppler.
Thank you, Madam President. Only thing is, there will be a finance committee meeting next Tuesday, the 18th at 6:30. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Ackerman.
Thank you very much, Madam President. The Friends of the Cemetery are going to have a few fundraisers over the next few weeks for the paving project. First one will be June 15th, which is this Saturday. There will be a garage sale on Adams Street between 2nd and 3rd. The address escapes me as of now, but I'm sure if you drive up and down Adams Street on Saturday, you'll notice the garage sale. July 14th, the Cemetery Friends will be sponsoring a chicken barbecue. It will take place from 10:30 to approximately 2 o'clock. It is a drive-through only. It will be at the community market parking lot, and tickets are $8 per meal. If you would like a ticket tonight, you can see Jerry Tiroli. He's got his set of tickets with him. And if you'd like to purchase a ticket at another point in time, feel free to attend the Friends of the Friends of the Cemetery meeting on June 24th at the Ida Rupp Public Library at 6:30. Thank you, Madam President.
Mrs. Snell.
Yes, just the laws, rules, and ordinance meeting will be on the 25th at 6:30 as usual before the next council meeting. And we're talking about leash laws for dogs. We're looking at other communities. And, we also will be discussing the frequency of garage sales in the city. So those are two of the things we're talking about, laws, rules, and ordinances. We do have, on another subject, the community garden is growing with all this rain. It's just beautiful. But we have 2 more gardens that we've just built. If there's anyone who still would like to have a garden, they'd be more than welcome. And they can call me or Dave Mel at 419-206-0482. So that's all I have tonight.
Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. You say that with such enthusiasm.
I always look so forward.
I would like to, I guess the first thing on my agenda is official. The Emergency Services Committee meeting will be next week, 5:30, here in either this office or the little conference room next door. Update on the Emergency Services Olympics. The fishing event is going to take place this Friday 4 members of the fire EMS team and 4 members of the law enforcement team will be going out on their private vessels and fishing for a variety of species. And I think it's the total weight cost, but I'll have more details there. We also have the 2-mile run schedule. That will take place on Sunday, June 30th at 3:30 at True Lake Stadium. Another activity that I'm involved in is the Battle of Lake Erie Bicentennial event. And Mrs. Mel and I both serve on that committee, as well as several other folks throughout the community. But one of the big things that is needed are volunteers to help out on a wide range of activities. And this Thursday, we will be having a volunteer rodeo to try to get as many volunteers signed up, or at least get the information out to them. That volunteer rodeo will take place at 1812 Food and Spirits in downtown Port Clinton in the Island House from 11 to 1, and then again 4 to 6. If you're unable to attend the volunteer rodeo and would still like information on volunteer opportunities, you can call or email me. Home phone number is 419-734-0515, 734-0515, also in the book. Or email me, Buckeye Snyder, SNIDER, @yahoo.com. Buckeye Snyder, all one word, and we'll get that application out to you. A lot happening with the 4th of July in the next couple of weeks. Greg Fox from the high school is putting together what we're calling Voices of Freedom. It's a community choir. They will meet every Wednesday starting tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m. at Trinity United Methodist Church. Greg has sent out feelers to most of the parishes in the community, but anyone interested in having local acuity is welcome to show up and sign up. Greg Fox's number for more information, 734-1239, 734-1239. Also with the 4th of July is the Firecracker Cutie Contest. That will take place at Trinity Church starting at 4 o'clock on the 4th. The contact for that is my wife, Marianne Snyder, same phone number as before, 734-0515, 734-0515. And of course the parade is going to take place at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll get more information out on this as well. But if you're interested in participating in the parade for the 4th of July, contact Debbie Tester at 419-341-0378, 341-0378. The tip from the chief this week comes from Fire Chief Kent Johnson. You know, the forecast for tomorrow is for some severe weather. And the fire department is a place of shelter. If there's ever any severe weather in the area, when there's a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Ottawa County, the firemen show up at the station and do what they need to do. But that is a place of shelter. I know quite a few folks from the Fountains will come over and hunker down in the fire station. Some of the folks from the surrounding condos will come down, but it's open to anyone. Just ask that you be safe and prudent in traveling. Don't wait for the last minute. Make sure you get there. If you cannot make it to a place of shelter, lowest floor of your home, basement crawl space, bathroom, interior closet is the best bet. So there's that tip from the chief. Anything you'd like to add, sir? Either, sir?
To see you there.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. And finally tonight, I know it's a few days late, but Mrs. Hanson, happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Freitas.
I have nothing tonight.
Thank you.
Sure.
Mr. Lipson.
Just one quick announcement, just to make any and all veterans aware. Community Market, if you go down there, it's a quick form. They're giving a military discount, and it's at either Community Market, 5% off your purchase every day, anytime. So it's just go into the store and fill out a quick application. It usually takes about 3 weeks to get your card, but they'll have you on record. So for all the military veterans. And that's it.
Can I go back? Let me go back. I'm sorry. Just one thing. Tonight I got the opportunity to go to the library and see the new unveiling of the new statue there, and it just about makes you weep when you look at it. It's just darling. These children reading the book. So go by the library. The Friends of the Library have done a fabulous job of supporting the library. We have a wonderful library, and we're so fortunate, and they all band together and built this statue, and go by and see it if you haven't seen it yet. It's wonderful. And build a park to sit out and read, and it's just great. Yeah.
Members of the audience. No wonder somebody's hands up. Mr. Holman.
Okay. Larry Holman, 419 West 6th Street. Tonight, council passed resolution 13-2. This is a question to anyone on council. What is your next action on that resolution?
If there isn't any action that we'll take from here, that was just voicing our opposition to this HB 5.
My question is, now, as part of that resolution, can't you draft a letter to your senators and congressmen opposing House Bill 5? Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Buckley's going to do that, Mr. Moore.
Thank you.
Mr. Yonke.
Jerry Yonke, 117 Cedar Street. Madam President, can you explain the meaning of the emergency clause in the ordinances?
The emergency clause, when you do an ordinance, when you normally do an ordinance, it basically sits on the books for 30 days, and it allows public comment for 30 days. When you put in the emergency clause, those 30 days are taken away. It means that the ordinance is official as of the vote. So it means it's official today. And normally the emergency clause is used for time-sensitive things. If you, generally, as you saw everything tonight was, we needed to get some things out to bid. And that's in the emergency clause.
In that case, is the council aware of the ordinances that they're passing?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have prior knowledge of what they're voting on?
I can tell you that 95% of the time, yes, they do. And all these tonight, these are all things we've been working on. And the ordinance is just got all together. But it was already on the list of projects that were on the schedule. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. In a lot of the infrastructure meetings back when Mr. Cobbler was chair, some of these issues were discussed. We showed video, and that was the miracle of asking us to have the sewer cameras so they could see everything up front, so they knew exactly what they were voting on and why they were voting on. It also saved us a lot of money in engineering funds because we didn't have to pay an engineering firm to do that work. So my belief is that camera has more than paid for itself.
Right.
Not just in saving us money through